across the south coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 2 o'clock. I'm Adam Tilner with your Solent Sports News headlines. England have lost by 6 wickets to Bangladesh in their first match of the T20I series this morning. Bangladesh got ahead of the rate early and were comfortable until the end. England captain Josh Buttler was the only batter to get his half-century.
We couldn't manage to get away, and we were probably 20 short of where we'd like to be with our score, and I think that meant we chased it a little bit in the field.
Tottenham's hopes for a trophy this season have ended, and Antonio Conte's position is in serious doubt. A disappointing performance against AC Milan saw them exit the Champions League. According to reports, players and coaches at the club are pleading Mauricio Pochettino to return to the club. Conte attempted to reassure fans after the match.
We cannot invent the win or to hope in one miracle one day that a trophy go into our training ground or into our pitch. We have to build and to have a patience.
Sticking with North London, a new deal is yet to be agreed with Arsenal forward Bukayo Saka, whose contract expires next year. Saka's teammate Gabriel Martinelli is hopeful the English international will prolong his stay at the Emirates.
I'll be happy because he's a very, very good player, one of the best young players in the world, and he's at his house, Arsenal is his home, and for sure he's happy, and we'll be happy as well if he stays and sign a new deal.
Paul Pogba has been left out of the Juventus squad for tonight's Europa League clash against Freiburg. This comes as disciplinary punishment for turning up late to yesterday's training session. The French midfielder has made 2 appearances after returning from his knee injury. Southampton forward Kamaldeen Sulemana has revealed he had conversations with Mohamed Salisu before signing. The pair played together at the 2022 Qatar World Cup. Despite this, Sulemana insisted he made the decision to join himself. Former Reading veteran Chris Gunter has today announced his retirement from the Welsh national team. The 33-year-old holds a record for most Wales appearances, having stepped on the pitch on 109 occasions. To Fratton Park now, Portsmouth winger Ronan Curtis will see a specialist today. Curtis suffered an ACL injury in Portsmouth's 3-1 victory against Bolton on Tuesday night. Exeter City footballer Giovanni Brown has had his court case adjourned. Brown was charged with assaulting a woman last month. The midfielder was originally due in court today, but the date has been changed to the 23rd of March. Over to women's football now, Chelsea manager Emma Hayes has called for more support for players returning from pregnancy. Midfielder Melanie Leupolz made her first start last night since returning from maternity leave. Hayes appointed a public football coach to work with Leupolz.
If a player tears her ACL, you do everything possible to get them back on the pitch, 9 to 12 months. We should be exactly the same with a woman who gets pregnant and has a baby, but we don't. And I think we have to ask ourselves more seriously why that is.
Breaking news from rugby, England captain Owen Farrell has been replaced by Marcus Smith at fly half for Saturday's Six Nations match against France at Twickenham. Smith has been handed the responsibility for running the side after being a sparsely used replacement against Italy and Wales. It is the most significant selection call of head coach Steve Borthwick's tenure. Tennis now, Emma Raducanu has revealed her wrist injury has resurfaced ahead of today's match at Indian Wells. The 20-year-old has only been able to play 4 matches this season, and she's hopeful of playing through the pain. Wimbledon is set to lift its ban on Russian and Belarusian players. It was the only major tournament to take such measure last year. That's all from us for now. I'll be back in an hour with more breaking news. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk.